This is Flatbridge, my people. Yeah, man. Live is footage you can get. Here, so it's halfway tree. This is the present situation right now. Happenings in Jamaica right now. So this is in downtown. You can see downtown come like a ghost town right now. This is in Maypen. Clarendon, Maypen. So this is what's going on in Maypen right now. You can see Flatbridge. Water keep on swelling. So we're paying a close attention to that side. Remember to like up the live, subscribe to the channel. Onemarcusja. Yeah, man, wish all my friends and family wish safe. Wish everyone safe. Be safe through this time, you know. This time seems to be very, very serious, so take it serious, my people. And keep yourself safe. So they're here on Monday morning giving a live footage of Hurricane Melissa from Jamaica. Live footage here. Yeah, man. You can see the river is swelling more and more. You can see where the water is from the road. Yes, really swelling up, trust me. Halfway tree is kind of a little bit busy seeing where people moving around. You understand? Yeah, man. Rain is not so heavy. People keep moving around, so you know, people have to move no matter what, you know. But just be aware, be cautious in your movements. Yeah. You still have to have people that go to work, see me. Because remember, you have the nurse, you have the nurse, you have the police. These people still have to work, see me. So this is what going on right now in Jamaica. Please like up the live. Subscribe to the channel, my people. Yeah, man. You can't get it no live. This is it right here. You can see the flat bridge, Bagwat Gorge. You can see the water swelling. So we're paying close attention to that area. This is downtown Kingston, my people. As you can see, the rain is, they're getting some light rain at the moment. It's nothing too heavy. One and two people moving along. This is in Maypen, understand, so Maypen always, people always, I don't think they're getting much of the rain as yet. It's a lot of people out. But taxi driver, people moving around, you know? Yeah, man. This is in the town of Maypen. We're going back a flat bridge right now. I say, yes, so it's a danger spot. Keep close attention. As you can see the water getting closer and closer up under the bridge. Yeah. So we are paying close attention. So this is the situation right now in Jamaica. Monday, October the 27th, on my birthday. People, today is my birthday. Happy birthday to I and I. Yeah, man. You know, I support you, you can just support by clicking. I leave a thank you, super thanks, you know. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Today I'm earth strong, and today I'm here showing what's going on live in Jamaica right now, giving a live footage. So if you want to support the channel, you can subscribe. You know, or you can leave a super thanks. Everything will be very appreciative, you know. Yeah. So this is the realest footage right now. You can't get no realer than this right now. Coming from Jamaica, Hurricane Melissa. You know. As I said, people like up the live, so YouTube can push it out more. And if you want to support me on my Earth Strong, you can leave a super thanks. Or subscribe to the channel, any one of them. Yeah, man. As I said, Alpha Tree seems to be very busy. Yeah, it's cloudy and everything. As you can look up in Stony Hill and those places. You can see the but people moving around. This cannot stop the people from moving around at the moment. You know, some people catching up on last minute stuff. Some people might run out of certain things and you have to go and catch it. Some people out there hustling, seeing where taxi driver is on the road. People still have to move around, you know. But I beg on people, be careful out there, guys. This storm is not a joke thing. This is not a joke thing, people. So be careful out there. Make sure you follow the weather, watch where you go on. You know. If you move off a timing, because you know, so by later on, you're going to get more serious. So make sure you stack up on some last minute stuff, because you know, say, when the storm drop, you know, trust me, not going to be an easy thing. But we are here praying for our families and friends and for everyone in Jamaica right now. Good morning, the people. Remember to like up the live, subscribe to the channel. You're getting live footage from out of Jamaica. Yeah. So like up the channel, my people. So this is live footage. No matter what people, you gotta always see people move around, because some people are emergency worker. Some have to work at the hospital, some are security. So they have to secure the people in buildings same way. So you have to look out for looting and all these things. You understand? Because when the storm are going, you have people out there who are trying to make it same way, so people have to secure them assets, and the investment same way. You understand? Because after the storm, after a storm, it must be a calm. Still have to worry about your investment, but your life is more important than anything else. I just want this storm to pass and no life lost. That's my wish. Don't know if it's gonna work, but that's what I'm praying for, Once you have life, you can have everything else after. But just try. If you're out there working at the storm, just try to be careful. Anything where you're out there do, or you have to out there. Police and the soldier them, the rescue people them. Just try to be, our people just like us, just try to be careful and try to be safe out there. This is the present situation in Kingston, Jamaica right now, downtown exact. March drugstore over there. And you can see Mother's Patty right there. So this is the present situation in downtown Kingston. Yeah. You can subscribe to the channel, my people, as a birthday gift. Today is my birthday. Today is my Earth Strong. Yeah, man, so you can subscribe to the channel or you can leave a super thanks. Yeah. And remember to like the video as well, people. Yeah, man. Happy birthday, baby. longer. See me all lift you up. Huh? Oh, the color? What do you mean by? Oh, the water? Yeah, man, we have pay close attention to Flatbridge. Yeah, because the water is just down there says a silent. It says a silent killer, you know. Yeah, so we have to watch it so carefully. People, remember to like up the live, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, man, you're getting live footage of Hurricane Melissa right now. This is the present situation going on right now. And we're looking at Maypen, in the town of Maypen. Yeah. So please like up the live, subscribe to the channel. As I said, today is my Earth Strong. Over there. Take the time out, see you, you know. Yeah, man. I want the people to see what I go on. So we can spread it, any platform we can spread it on. People can get a little glimpse of what's going on, you know. This is an Alfred tree. Yeah, man, so Alfred tree kind of little active. But people moving out around because of how they hear and the weather said tomorrow morning, tonight to tomorrow morning, that's gonna be the most. That's when you're gonna get most of it, so. A lot of people been going out trying to catch up some last minute stuff, trying to take care of some things, so they can slip through certain little things. Yeah. People, remember to like up the live, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. Yeah, man. So this is in Clarendon, Maypen, to be exact. People are moving around, watching, observing. As you can see then on the flat bridge, Bagwat Gorge, you can see the water is swelling slowly. Honey Ramsey, calm before a storm. I really talk, everything look calm right now, you know. So if you're out there, people, and you can go catch up on a few things that you miss out on, whatever, you can go and catch it right now. That taxi is still running. The rain is not falling as hard as that. People still moving around. But as you can see the sky, look up at the sky. Yeah, it's very, 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 very changed, so you know it's a sure hit. Look at the sky. That alone can show you that this is no joke thing. This is serious, you know. So my people, if you know which part you live is down safe, try and go to somewhere safe. Go to a family member, a friend, or find a shelter. Yeah, because this not gonna be, this is category 5s. This is more than Gilbert. Trust me. So you don't want to be in the way when this coming. And these storms always come in the night like a thief. That's how these storms normally operate. You don't see it in the day. It come in the night. Yeah, man. So this is half a tree, my people. You can see, look at the sky, look at the mountain that is up in Stone Hill. Everywhere look cloudy. Dark, I should say. This is downtown Kingston, my people. Yeah, man. This is more closer to the sea, so you find out, say, the wind are a little more heavier in this area. This is in Maypen again. Clarendon. This is our Maypen present situation. And this is in Bagwalk, Flatbridge, to be exact. Yeah, man. People, please like up the live from now. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah, really appreciate that, you know. Yeah, man. This is in downtown, the present situation downtown right now. This is Maypen, people. All our family in Maypen. This is the present situation right now in Maypen. Yeah. Because it's not everybody have the money to buy one whole basket of food at once. So sometimes they buy a little thing, and they have to come back and catch up on something. You know? So this is how Jamaica run. Sometimes we don't shop one time. You know? We buy a little thing that we know we're gonna need for today, and then tomorrow we buy something else again. It's like every day we buy so we don't used to. Some of the people them don't used to just go buy one whole thing, one at once. So some of these people you see out there, they're trying to catching up on something that they didn't right now downtown look like a ghost town with people. Right now Maypen and Arfetry is the most liveliest place you see right now. Downtown not taking no chances. No chances. So Arfetry and Maypen is the most busiest place right now. I love how the people might take precaution around here, so car. Yes, so it's a danger spot. So I love the precaution that the people might take. You don't see much vehicle passing over the bridge. Yeah man, because here so can be a bombshell, anytime. So this is Arfetry, as you can see, Arfetry lively and up. People moving. Anytime I see Arfetry get quiet, you know what time it is. Yeah. So downtown almost look like a ghost town right now. Because I said the breeze is blowing more down that side because it's more closer to the sea. And then getting maybe a little bit more rain. But I think they're getting more wind than rain. So people start to take precaution. Yeah. Well, in Spanish Town are the same movement. It's a Montego Bay, you're not gonna get much. They're gonna get little rain, but you don't get no report on Montego Bay as yet. I'm gonna make a call and find out what's going on down there right now. I'm gonna call right now and see what's going on in Montego Bay. Yeah, I'll try to find out what's going on in Montego Bay right now. Morning, how you doing?
Morning.
Sorry for wake you up out of your bed. Yeah, well, how the situation with the hurricane in Montego Bay side.
They don't say this starts up. So they say
Oh,
we get little drizzling power, we get little drizzling power. In the weekend we get little drizzling, but we not get no breeze. We know the fog fall and tap. But they don't say until they didn't say it didn't come big.
so the rain a fall now, or it just you said. Oh, so no rain now. So them say today you now get it more.
So then say we don't get little from today, go down into in the week.
Okay, so got them Okay, so so I not really not really I get as much as maybe Kingston then.
No, we not get no. Kingston they get heavier more than we. We they could drizzling on top, drizzling on top. That we they get.
Okay, so now, what about the win? No win?
No win.
Okay. Oh.
So we still make preparation, you know.
Yeah man, cause they call themselves Montego Bay now go eat that much, maybe gonna hit, but now get that much hit. Yeah, so everybody good though.
Yeah, man, everybody good and upaya with them with them Omar.
That's why I call you, cause I know mother call a video call.
Yeah,
So,
man, no service, no update, no service.
eh?
Internet, man, take no service.
Oh, cause I know want anything. You know what? Oh, okay.
Alright.
No want the equipment then damage.
Yeah, I come take no
But that foolish is that? Cause them time that people need to connect with people, so what kind of foolish is that?
We don't know and take it down so quick, but even they all you while until it's communicate. So till yesterday, yesterday you take it down, Because they say today they start. When we can take it down from yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. Anytime they get them a disaster, I always come to me in equipment.
Down must start. Well, I'm glad that I just want to get some feedback of what going on there still. So it's just like a rain and stop, like a drizzling and stop. So nothing serious now going down there right now.
No, it will get right now.
Okay. Alright then, later then, me keep contact. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Alright, take care.
Yeah, man. You too. Yes, my people. So Montego be alright. Just get some update done there. So just little rain and stop, little drizzling and stop. So Montego Bay is safe for right now. So I'm going to try to say I can make a call up in a Stone Hill, Lawrence Tavern, find out what's the situation up there right now. People, please like up the live, subscribe to the channel, people. Yeah, man. I try to make a call up in a Lawrence Tavern area, but I don't know if the service out or what. Try again. Right now, a lot of people service out, cause especially up in the rural area. Yeah, sometimes the phone not picking up that well. Try call again. See. Yeah, Grand Rising, good morning. Hope everything alright. You guys up there. How the weather? How the situation of the hurricane? I'm trying to call, but seems like your phone not picking up. I'm not getting it's not ringing. So if you get this message, let me know what I go on with the storm up there, okay? Yeah, man. Yeah, you know. Let's keep it right. There's some people, please like up the live, people. Yeah, man. I'm trying to bring you the best footage as we can, you know. And this right now, this is the latest update of what's going on the ground in Jamaica right now. So just stay tuned, like up the live. No. Subscribe to the channel for more content, see? Yeah, man. Also, people can support the channel by leave a super thanks. Just click right on the dollar sign there. Leave a super thanks, you know. Yeah, man. And please like up the live for my people, so it can share to more people, because more people need to see what's going on. So if you don't like the live, a lot of people not gonna see it. Let me get that message. Yes, Mr. Lam, what's going on, man? There, I know, so my mind just around pine how the hurricane are going up in the hills there. Where you're up in Belmont right now, right?
Where hurricane? I know. What? Looking at car. What me say? What hurricane? Treat me a boy. Me say serious. Me I tell you no again.
Me there, I watch it live, man. Live. Me there, I watch it, you know. So me not call earlier to find out or the situation. What's the situation up there in Lawrence, that one side?
Right now, I want to bad up as well, but when me listen to news this morning, they say we got category 5.
Yeah, when it make landfall, it's gonna be category 5 when it make landfall. So there's a lot of place, a lot of damages that will take place.
Yes, sir. I wouldn't find out if I go on with that hurricane, Bridget. Woolly.
Yeah, man. So they are watch. They are and I hope that everything and everything work out with our friends and loved ones, you know, and family,
Yes,
and everyone too. Cause yeah, cause some people are going to end up on the wrong side. Even though we don't wish none of that to happen, but you have some people are going to end up. So in some situation, some bad situation where, you know, it's just terrible, eh?
Yes, my brother. True. But as the hurricane not come at all, it's about in the tear up, you know.
Yeah, cause the look wind, the wind we have go back and forth.
Yeah, man, it's a spell, and they give me say, Bridget, me I tell you, say, Bridget, me I tell you, say. Well, I mean, we hope for the best here, sir.
Yeah, man, you have to just stay safe, try stay safe, and you know, hope everything alright, and hope no life no loss and thing like that, you know.
Yeah, that's me I say, you know.
Yeah, man. So I keep in touch with everybody. I not try call next door, but I not get no answer. So I say maybe they not on the service.
We don't know what I want. Yesterday, we like go away and all, and the thing there.
Oh, like go yesterday.
say them have turn off the lights, all kind of little things, sir.
John
I
must
easy, my brother. Me I take it easy and we just keep our finger crossed and trust in the higher power. You know.
Alright, same so me done. So yeah man, everything good alright. Let's hope everything work out that way there. And nobody. Alright, you look moment for me.
Yeah, man. She
She
gonna walk, but you know,
gonna walk. But but I tell you. Okay, them so they might. Okay, well, you know, as the rain now, if the rain now fall that much, they can still stretch them foot. You know, they have to just careful and watch the timing. Watch the timing, you know, cause then say by later on, and it go more serious. Later on, going into tomorrow morning. So me feel like this, it gonna hit in at the night, either tonight to tomorrow morning. Yeah. Yes. That's when they pick up the most. They pick up the most strength in the night. Yeah. So. All right. No say nothing, man. I keep in touch.
Yeah, man. Respect.
All right, my father. Yeah, man. Yes, my people. So. Lawrence Tavern is okay so far, you know. They might get a little rain, little wind, but nothing too much. But everybody say them prepare and them just wait and see. Most people me talk to, everybody prepare, you know. So right now, as you're looking at the screen right now, this is the present situation. This is in Flatbridge. Yeah. And the water just keeps swelling, more and more, so. This is in Halfway Tree. Present situation right now. One thing I don't know, no business place open. All the business place closed down. Just people on the road moving, trying to grab some last minute stuff. Everybody's situation is different, so we can't really judge nobody right now. Understand? But all me can tell him, so don't know, be safe. While you're moving around, be safe, you know? Yeah, man, because this time is not playing. It's gonna be a category 5. More dangerous than Gilbert. Most of the storm that come in Jamaica, Gilbert was the most dangerous one. That I witnessed. Understand? And Gilbert was a category 3, I think. Yeah, man. Good morning, everyone. Please like up the live for my people. Yeah, man. Subscribe to the channel. I said today is my Earth Strong. And subscribe to the channel and be a present to me, no problem. I appreciate that. So subscribe to my channel for more content. You can like up the live so YouTube can show it to more people. Yeah, man. So today I try bring it live to you guys and things so you can see what's going on right now. So this is the present situation going on right now in Kingston, downtown, Parade, to be exact. I think downtown is getting more breeze, more wind, and a little more rain. This is in Maypen. Seems that in Maypen the rain is drizzling lightly and it's on and off. It's in the town of Maypen. And every time we reach to this footage, we have to say we're watching this place closely because the bridge, the water is coming up closer under the bridge. You soon can just push your hand, you can just lie down on the bridge and push your hand and touch the water. That's how close the water is coming up right now. This bridge is no joke. People who ask about Spanish Town. Spanish Town is the same situation. The rain is drizzling light, on and off. Yeah, the same situation going in Spanish Town right now. Oh, I'm observing it. I can see that the hurricane is just preparing itself right around the island. So when it drop, it's gonna be a they call the word. What are we doing? Catastrophe. It's gonna be a catastrophe anytime it drop. So right now, the hurricane is just soaking up, preparing itself to land. Just preparing itself to touch down on the land and do all the damage it can do. This hurricane is different. Hurricane Melissa is different because you can see how it just trying to prepare itself by soaking up the whole area, calming down the place. I say calm before the storm and calm after the storm. So this is serious. It is giving people time to prepare to grab whatever you need to grab. You know, some people don't have nowhere to go, but I don't know why it's kind of sticky upon them. But people, if your house don't safe or your home don't safe, try and find a safer home by now until tonight. Don't stay in your home tonight and you know it don't safe. Try go somewhere, either to a family member, to a friend. Now is the time to get together, to unite, embrace one another, embrace life itself. Now is the time, people, to put all the bad living aside, all the foolishness, and try help out each other. Now is the time. You know? Yeah, man, God. Things can damage, property can last and damage and stuff, but life is the most precious thing, and that is what we want to preserve right now. We want to preserve life. You know? Once you have life, you can have back everything that you lost. But without life, there is nothing. So if you're out there securing watching building all these things. Be careful out there, the workers them out there who have to work in the storm. Be careful, because value your life. At this time, I don't think no one should out there. I mean, by the end of today, by the end of the day, I don't think no one should out there. Whether you want to be security or you want to be. I know the police have to be out there, but you have to protect yourself too. You understand? Because while all of these things going on, you have people trying to break into people's property. You have some people who are trying to capitalize on it. So the police have to out there to look to watch out for all these people, you know. But while you're out there, Mr. Officer, make sure you protect yourself and stay covered, you know. Yeah, man, because we say we don't want it can go on with the damage, but we don't want to see no life loss. That is the main goal right now. Yeah. Yes, it's gonna do some real damage. That is a must. It's gonna do some real damage. But try and protect your life. Try and be safe. Yeah. This is gonna be a category 5. Almost 2 times stronger than Gilbert. Can you imagine that? Gilbert was a category 3, I think. People, please like up the live. This is the present situation. Latest update. Live update from Kingston, Jamaica. This is in downtown Kingston, West Parade right now. And then we're gone to Maypen right now. They're over Maypen now. So just up on live. time I go and come like out that me feel like out there they took me. I tell you the time I will see it. Time now go. I try to keep and I remind myself so.
Do you want, like,
That you look like okay cold thing so.
but did you, is it really wish that you were there or?
Not really. Oh man, I tell some reason you guys say that for me.
Because you know, sometimes people love that stuff.
When you excited when anything else comes down. But no me realize say on anything else on and split second.
Anything can happen.
Yeah. I like a young people and you're smart. They want to see that happening. You get older and you start realize things are different levels. Something fun to have. Yeah, when this thing used to be fun to do.
Especially when you're able to clean up.
Everything you can do.
And especially if you don't have electricity,
Mm.
if you don't have any cell service, anything like that, if it's so much more difficult. I wonder if we can work with it down.
That's it. I play now. I want to put on.
Friday.
Right up on. I think so about something.
Monday.
Yeah.
And then we come back to Tuesday. Your friends say you can't do that.
I never want to. Actually have cancer now, so. Not have cancer, so she fight it. Cancer, so we fight it bad.
we're gonna have like that size of a hurricane and not have
No, we have some damage. We will have damage. Sometimes the last one, young people are trying to catch a grab off or something and drop now water to the ass. What's my young boy? The man the one stupid one and will get mess up here. Understand? So all people can move and think about 1 foot or 1 leg. Yeah. So one time everybody that tried themselves. Be one sometimes the damage can. Sometimes you far in some bush. I know all time people don't do it, and you far in a bush. And then put on his left and you stay playing at the right. They might have to go be them and sit up in. And then people they woman sit up by themselves. Sometimes a man really feel helping them, but they have a woman there, so the man can't do something, can't stomach certain things start. Sometimes people them old and people gone left them body gone different place. That's some pick them a wicked in a virgin. I tell somebody pick them wicked son of man. I pick them wicked man. Probably.
But you can't always say that, like, you don't know.
That's my time.
What kind of relationship?
Relationship, yeah.
What do they do to these kids sometimes? They don't have to take care of them.
So most of the time, when we hear about a story, I'm also close to people we know. We hear people say, talk about them, you know, too. You just assume and say, yeah, you never take care of youth and things, you understand that.
Yeah, but
Most of
not
my
just
time, they take care of them.
It could be also other emotional things that happen. You know, these kids deal with these different now. The things that we did back in the day when we let stuff go and we don't have our own stuff. These kids don't do that. They want on everything. Everything for everything.
Spoil like, no? You go for my life and leave a life, man. This man, I can't go for my life and leave a life. You have to channel you.
I was just there. Leave a life.
You go for my channel?
I was just on there.
Yeah, but you can't tell you go for my guy, you type something and you go for my channel or something.
What the hell am I supposed to say?
Type something and say, morning prayer, so pray for it and pray for Jamaica, something. And put a light. I like spread the video and make YouTube show tomorrow. Okay. Here's the video post. See you later because we took time out for this information. So I'm typing and checking. fast season like that.
Mm-hmm. It's it's like basically saying that the stove is not coming on and the dryer is only plugged in. Right, but we turn
we've seen it. We talked about this several days ago, kind of waiting to see how far it goes west or when it makes that turn. So now I'm able to really fine tune even more of the impact. I've put some down a little bit in our western zones, higher in our, excuse me, down a little bit in our eastern zones, higher in some of our western zones. I want to break it down area by area. We're going to zoom right down into Jamaica in this video. We'll take a look down the road. I want to show you the impacts of the potential of a major hurricane in eastern Cuba, where we need to prepare for hurricane impacts in parts of the Bahamas, and watching the Turks and Caicos, and more rain pushing in to parts of Haiti. Now, it's still generally moving to the west, but if you put a line on this, it is starting to gain latitude. By that I mean it's moving a little bit down more north than west as a whole. So it's starting to take its turn. Another sign we're starting to see it taking its turn is it is Monday, October 27th, 2025. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. Early in the morning, tracking this. I'll have continued updates for you throughout the day. If you subscribe, you'll get those updates first. You'll get those notifications. So thank you for being part of this weather community. All right, watching this. Here is Melissa. Now, what's happening overnight, what I've been watching, that westerly movement we've seen. We talked about this several days ago, kind of waiting to see how far it goes west, when it makes that turn. So now I'm able to really fine-tune even more of the impact. I've put some down a little bit in our western zones, higher in our, excuse me, down a little bit in our eastern zones, higher in some of our western zones. I want to break it down area by area. We're going to zoom right down into Jamaica in this video. We'll take a look down the road. I'm going to show you the impacts of the potential of a major hurricane in eastern Cuba, where we need to prepare for hurricane impacts in parts of the Bahamas, and watching the Turks and Caicos, and more rain pushing in to parts of Haiti. Now, it's still generally moving to the west, but if you put a line on this, it is starting to gain latitude. By that I mean it's moving a little bit now more north than west as a whole. So it's starting to take its turn. Another sign we're starting to see it taking its turn is it's slowing down. It's moving to the west at 6 kilometers an hour, 3 miles per hour. So as they start to turn, they really slow, but it could move a little bit more to the west. We almost see that last frame just starting to take a hint of more of that northerly turn. But this core here, this white shading we're seeing here, that's where we have a catastrophic rain, and again, the winds that are going to be coming our way. All of Jamaica, we're going to see impacts. We're going to see significant impacts. That's why we've been making those preparations. Of course, the time frame for all of this has slowed a little bit, no doubt, because of how this has moved to the west. But there's a front up here. There's a front moving through the southeast United States. That is the one that is now starting to kind of impact this and make it turn. That's why there's reasoning for that. So it's not going to keep shooting off to the west, but at least temporarily a little bit to the west. But we're seeing signs of that curve now, and then eventually, as we work our way really to late today, it just gets worse. And then tonight, it moves in with a landfall late tonight, early tomorrow, right into Jamaica. I'll zoom down for us in that, and then it will be lifting its way tomorrow night into eastern Cuba, right up through Guantanamo Bay, and then lifting its way up. Could be close to Long Island, a little bit more Crooked Island, watching the Bahamas carefully. We'll talk about the winds in the Turks and Caicos, and of course, the additional rain, especially for the peninsula of Haiti. I'll cover all of that. I'm doing my best not to leave anyone out, to answer all of your questions in these videos. So again, thank you for being a part of this channel. Now, as we look at what's going on right now, of course, the red, we have the hurricane warnings out. It is a Category 5 hurricane at this point. It'll fluctuate. Category 5 hurricanes, sometimes the eye kind of collapses and then rebuilds. They're kind of breathing. They're so big. They're so strong that they have fluctuations. It will make landfall as a Category 4, Category 5. Winds right now, 160 miles per hour or 260 kilometers an hour. Right in the core of this, the pressure has dropped. Again, yesterday, the pressure was, I'm just trying to remember, I did a lot of videos. It was 946 at one point, went down to 941. When pressure drops, all you need to know is it's strengthening. The pressure this morning is down to 917. That is alarming, and that's why this is now a Category 5 hurricane. It is sitting 205 kilometers to the south-southwest of Kingston, or 130 miles to the south-southwest of Kingston at this point. All right, taking a look at the winds, and with this, we need to shelter in place throughout the day. Again, we're not going to have, this is 11 this morning, you know me, I always keep it in perspective. We're not going to have a lot of wind in our northern sections. We're still in that pattern where some of us are saying, hey, what storm? Where is this thing? Well, here it is, and it will start to come as we hit about midday today. You see some of the winds that will start to clip our southern coast of about 70 miles per hour. I have 70 miles, or I have miles per hour and kilometers an hour on your screen to give you a good feel. But here is the core of it right here. So the southern coast first, we get the impacts, and then we start to see it really working in for tonight. This is overnight tonight. You can see by the time we had 2 in the morning, this is where the dangerous core of this is going to be anywhere really right in through here. And here's the center of this. It looks like it'll try to make landfall tomorrow morning, 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock. Black River, Treasure Beach, somewhere in there. And that means the core of this is sitting here. Kingston, I still have some question marks. I want to talk about that. Kingston off toward the east. I'm going to highlight that. But here's the center of this thing. Dangerous winds. See some of these yellows popping up here. There will be some greens. This model's not kind of feeling that it is a category 5. I don't just look at the models. The model's a little bit underdone. The winds are going to be even stronger. We know that. We see that now on the satellite. And then you can see here, lifting to the north. Still by 2 p.m. tomorrow, north coast as it pulls away, seeing some hurricane conditions, and then eventually getting out of here. So again, it's a slow go right now. It's going to get worse. The high impacts tonight, right? The landfall by early tomorrow morning, still high impacts through the first half of tomorrow, and then improving as it leaves. We need an end in sight. This will work its way away as we work our way late into our Tuesday, late tomorrow. So we're in that window now. We want to be in our safe place. Be where you need to be with the storm. Again, some of us, and I've been talking with so many of our folks, so many of my friends across Jamaica. There's not a lot in some spots now, but as these rain bands work in, especially in our southern zones, that's where we're going to get the tropical storm impacts first, and then the hurricane impacts for tonight. So you see here, this is 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. 5 p.m. today, the center's still here, but then we get some of the heavy rain moving in. This is the rain that could give us those catastrophic amounts of rain, 500 plus millimeters of rain. Here's the center of this, and you can even see all of us dealing with the heavy rain in this red shading here. Very dangerous winds, especially in the core of this. That's what I want to zoom down to, kind of where the core of the extreme winds will go. I'll show you some maps on that. I'm trying to get as specific as I can for you. I'm giving you everything I've got with this system. Black River back through Treasure Beach. Somewhere in here, we're looking at the landfall. In this core, very dangerous winds. Spanish Town, St. Anne's, Falmouth, back through Montego Bay, swinging down to the south, right? And then lifting up to the north, we'll see that surge on Milk River, back through Black River. And then the center of this by tomorrow morning, still along our north coast. And with that, those dangerous winds still around it. In the rain, mudslides, a high likelihood. We know that. We've been talking about that together. We've been preparing for that. And then it starts to move away, but still our northeast coast, which may not get a lot initially, kind of on the back side of it as it pulls away because it's going to curve. We could get some actually the heaviest weather along northeast sections by the time we work our way deeper into tomorrow. So you kind of think things may be okay, and then you kind of get hit on the way out with this system. So specifically, because of that more westerly movement we talked about in the last video, and there's going to be more changes. What happens with a big system is they kind of wobble. They don't just take a straight line. As they're moving, they kind of wobble back and forth, and that's a big difference on depending on if we have winds of 150 or maybe 90 in some spots, right? So I always let you know what I know and what I don't know, and I know these things. I have tracked these for decades. They wobble. They do kind of different things. So thank you for your patience, kindness, no doubt, as I try to fine-tune this best I can. So as we work our way late in the day, we'll start to see the winds picking up in our north zones as we get the heavier rain bands. So in those rain bands, we'll get some tropical storm gusts. But again, the slow go until we get to that point. As we work our way with that, please try to get some rest if you can. Even if you wake up, you watch this kind of afterward, please try to get some rest because tonight it is going to be so noisy and dangerous in many locations. Now, we're watching in through here. We'll start to get some of the winds roughly around 70. Again, late in the day, that's when things are going to be picking up. The hurricane's still just to the south, but as we work our way into tonight, this hurricane is on top of us with a landfall of a Category 4, Category 5. As far as the impacts go, there's a difference, but there's not a huge difference. Either way, Category 4, Category 5, immense impacts either way, right? So if you hear it go from a 5 to a 4, just remember that Brian was saying that these things kind of breathe, they change a little bit as we go through. It's not a huge weakening, it's just a fluctuation which happens. Tonight, here are the winds we're looking at. As this pulls on shore, right around 150 mile per hour winds, looking Mandeville back through Treasure Beach, back through Black River. As this moves in, we swing into our extreme western sections, including Montego Bay. We're going to have some of the winds that could be as high as 125 miles per hour. Especially, again, it's starting to hint at that turn, but if it keeps moving a little bit more west, these winds may even be a little bit higher from Montego Bay. If it starts to make that turn a little bit sooner, again, starting now, the winds may be a little bit less. You can see these changes that are really hard to kind of capture, but doing what I can for you. Now, as we work our way forward into our eastern sections, now with that,
a peace plan for Gaza. For the plan to advance, Hamas must disarm. Instead,
tonight, terrifying images emerging from Gaza. Videos show a masked gunman carrying out a public execution. As they return to the streets,
Hamas on a rampage, executing Palestinians. Bloody crackdown, spreading terror. For freedom, not terror, Hamas must go.
All right, this feels almost illegal to know, but our windows were so old and just desperately needed to be replaced. So I called a few contractors, but they all quoted me a hefty $10,000 or more for new windows, and I almost lost it. That's when my friend, who's a realtor, stopped me and said, if you're a homeowner and your windows are older than 5 years, you might qualify for this new 2025 window replacement service. At first it sounded too good to be true, but it turns out he uses the same service for all his clients, and a lot of people regret not knowing about it sooner because the savings are serious.
Kingston is tricky because I'm really waiting on the turn. Winds may be, we're going to have some hurricane winds in Kingston, right? But with that said, if this is a little bit more to the west, they may not be as high as 110. They could be a little bit lower. But either way, hurricane impacts are coming. Just depends on the wobble. As this thing comes in, if it gets a little wobble, say over toward Mandeville, that would give us winds of 110. If it's a little bit more toward Black River, the winds may be 70 to that 90 miles per hour. So trust your judgment. So thank you for understanding that as these things kind of wobble as they work in. That's the same thing for our northeast coast as this kind of swings around. But you see what we're dealing with for tonight into early tomorrow. All of us, the hurricane impacts, of course, right where this goes, that's where they're going to be worse. So really trying to fine-tune this close to Mandeville, Treasure Beach, Black River, up through Falmouth and St. Anne's on the edge of Montego Bay. As this Category 5 or 4 works in, these are the gusts. And in this zone, which right now does not include Spanish Town or Kingston, in this zone here, those are the extreme winds. We'll have tropical storm and hurricane winds elsewhere, of course. But in this, we could have some gusts of about 170 miles per hour right along the coast, right in through here along the coast. Then, of course, as it hits the mountains, now the mountains, we're actually going to start to get the winds, since we're up higher, we're going to start to get the winds sooner throughout the day. So to give you a heads up, the winds in the mudslide threat, if you're up in the mountains, that actually starts sooner. Again, elevation does matter. And then as this moves in, even as we swing into northern sections, right in this zone here, some of the winds could gust as high as about 120 to about 130. Severe structure damage, power loss for weeks, and isolation of communities. I don't mean that to be scary. I mean that really, you know about this. We've been talking about this together. Maybe your family members outside of Jamaica. Communication will be cut off. And again, we could lose power in some spots for weeks, if not even longer in some locations. But this is the zone of high concern right through here. Then what happens next, and I'll expand everything out, the winds, the rain in just a moment. This will work its way into eastern Cuba as we work our way to tomorrow night, right? The center could pull right over Guantanamo Bay with winds 100 to 110 miles per hour. It'll be a little bit weaker because it'll pass over Jamaica, but with that, still right around major hurricane status, Category 2, Category 3 hurricane, Category 3 and higher. That's a major hurricane, and then it will move into the southeastern Bahamas, not the northern Bahamas. Northern Bahamas dealing with a front, another system coming out of the U.S., so this is not coming to Freeport or New Providence, but really watching anywhere from Long Island south. Some of the winds could be near 100 miles per hour, 160 kilometers an hour. Turks and Caicos, we're going to be on the edge of hurricane conditions. We're making the preps in case. Winds of about 60 miles per hour or 96 kilometers an hour. That's what I'm seeing as of now. Just like I'm doing for Jamaica, I'll adjust these numbers as we go forward because there's going to be changes. That's just the reality of this as this moves in. But a lot has held, right? The dangerous hurricane impacts coming to Jamaica, the dangerous rain coming. Look at these rain totals. Still some additional spots could get over 300 millimeters of rain in parts of Haiti. So it's still going to be coming down in the peninsula of Haiti. I've been talking with some folks on the ground over toward Jacmel, and again, the winds are also going to pick up as this works its way into Jamaica. Jamaica, we're going to have those totals 500 to about 750 millimeters of rain. You see the scale on the right-hand side of your screen. That would lend itself to about 20 to 30 inches. High rain amounts for eastern Cuba, but they're going to be lesser as we get up into here because it's going to move faster. This sucker is just hanging out south of Jamaica now, very slowly moving in, but as it lifts to the north, it will eventually speed up, and that keeps some of the rain totals down. But you see kind of a broad brush across much of Jamaica, even Kingston, for example. Even if our winds they're going to be strong, we know that, but even if they're not epically strong or whatever word you want to use, not only are we going to have strong winds, but we're going to have that rain. Even if the center's over here, we get that onshore flow, and all of that rain just continues to pile up. And days ago, we had some rain, and that wasn't even, or some flooding, and that wasn't even with Melissa. So upwards of 750 millimeters of rain possible. If we don't get that, we'll have some totals that may get around 250, but it looks like everyone about 250 and higher. That's going to lead to some record rain amounts with this. And again, the dangerous mudslides, which can cut off communities because that will could kind of wash away some roads in some spots. And then you see as we lift to the north, the rain total is not quite as high. We'll see exactly where this core goes. There's the additional rain, over 200, maybe 300 millimeters of rain back toward the south coast of Haiti and parts of the southwest coast of the Dominican Republic. I've been watching the Dominican Republic. Now, as far as the surge goes, again, one of the changes we've had is more of that westerly track. So we're still waiting on that bigger turn, which will happen, but it's a matter of just kind of waiting and seeing at this point together, and that's what we'll track together. But that means the surge impacts, even as you get over toward Westmoreland, back through Black River on the higher side, swinging all the way back through. We're going to still have a significant surge over toward Kingston, but more so in this sector here. Very concerned about Treasure Beach. If you're around that, if you're a little bit off toward the east, a little bit off toward the west, that surge is the abnormal rise in the water. And then you have the waves on top of that, which I'll show you later in this video. 2.5 to 4 meters, 9 to 13 feet. I've raised it over toward Montego Bay. Even as this moves away towards St. Anne on the back side of it, we're going to see the heavier winds kind of pulling in. So we're looking at 1 to 1.5 meters over toward Montego Bay, 3 to about 5 feet. Northeast sections, we're looking at about up to a meter, about 1 to 3 feet, to kind of give you a feel of the abnormal rise in the water. Storm surges deadly, so we need to be out of the way from that. That's something we've been talking about for days and days. Of course, we're in action mode. Now, I put Long Island in action mode just because, again, just to see if this is going to be a later turn. Say this keeps going west a little bit longer today, that means it would be more of a track up here. If it starts to turn now, that would be more toward Crooked Island. So Long Island south, we should be making those hurricane preparations, right? Even in the Turks and Caicos, because if this if it starts to turn over the next couple hours, it could be a little bit closer, but we're making those hurricane preparations, and a lot of us are about to lose power if we haven't done so already. So I really appreciate you getting this information out, because this could be the last time somebody sees this video before the system moves in. I want to express what I'm seeing now, and again, I've been highlighting some of the changes that we could see, some of the uncertainty in eastern Jamaica, for example, some of the uncertainty around Kingston, some of the higher winds around Montego Bay, the potential landfall at Treasure Beach. Let's really get this information out, and again, we'll have some changes as we go forward, but that's what we'll be tracking. Then down the road, watching Bermuda, but all of the models, even the Canadian model is far to it's kind of the western model. That even takes it pretty much right over the extreme western sections of Jamaica. And you see here how it's going to make that turn. Systems do turn. If you look at historical systems, they take crazy turns. Sometimes they wobble. Dorian a few years back, just got stuck in place. The front moving through the U.S., which I'll show you, and a lot of questions about why is it going to do this. I'll show you. We'll keep an eye not just on Bermuda, but over toward Newfoundland and the Avalon Peninsula. So if you subscribe, you'll get those updates, of course. Track storms start to finish because
Thinking of selling your home in northern Westchester County? Most sellers unknowingly lose tens of thousands of dollars simply because of this one crucial mistake. The biggest mistake most homeowners make when selling is relying on the traditional listing hope method, crossing their fingers that the right buyer appears. In today's fast-moving market, homes that sit for too long get overlooked, forcing sellers into painful price cuts, resulting in unnecessary stress and often costing homeowners significant money. But here's the good news. I have a proven marketing approach that's helping local northern Westchester County homeowners attract serious, financially qualified buyers from day one of listing. This helps you sell faster and for maximum value like a savvy seller. If you want to learn exactly how this system works, I put together a free guide called the Savvy Seller Playbook that covers in detail how you can get your home sold for top dollar stress-free. Simply tap the button below to claim your free copy. This isn't just some theory. My name is Ted Holmes, and this is the exact same system I've used to help homeowners just like you sell here in northern Westchester County for top dollar. Take a look at some of these results. This home was sold for over 30% above asking price just in one day on the market. Or this property that went over 13% above asking price in just 3 days. You know, unlike those inaccurate online home estimates, this is a real data-driven valuation. I will personally research your home's value, analyze current market trends, and crunch the numbers behind the scenes. Then I'll give you a quick call within a few minutes of you completing the form and confirm some details and send over your research. Don't leave money on the table when you sell. Tap below now before the market shifts again to get everything you need to sell your home for the most money and the least time stress-free.
Why has no one ever told you that the active compound in honey can actually reverse cognitive decline and brain fog?
Anyone struggling with memory problems should try this recipe before Big Pharma bans it. Attention! If you do this today, you'll eliminate memory lapses and never struggle with forgetfulness again. Your brain will feel razor sharp. Most people have no idea, but Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia are linked to genetics or age in only 12% of cases. And here's the worst part. It doesn't matter if you're taking donepezil or galantamine. These drugs only mask the symptoms while your brain keeps silently decaying from the inside out. Listen carefully. It all starts subtly. Forgetting names, appointments, where you left your wallet or glasses. Then come those blank moments in the middle of a sentence or when you walk into a room and completely forget why you went there. That's when your family starts whispering behind your back. Do you think they can still live alone? And before you even realize it, they're making decisions for you, moving you into a nursing home, even though deep down you still feel fine. My memory was restored without medication, and now people say I have the memory of an elephant. Here's the good news. There's a real way to reverse this after decades of research. Clinical trials at Harvard, Yale, and Emory showed that 97% of participants experienced significant improvements in memory and brain function in just 8 days. And what they discovered changed everything. They found that memory loss almost always starts in one specific...
I don't want to leave anyone hanging. That's what we do together on this channel. So Category 4, Category 5, we know that. And then it will run into the Blue Mountains. It'll weaken a little bit, but still, as we get into 36 and 48 hours out, we're still looking at about a major hurricane, Category 3, running into eastern Cuba. As you let your friends and family in Cuba know about this, again, it's not western sections, it's not central sections, it's extreme eastern sections of Cuba.
Yes, my people, like up the live. Remember to subscribe to the channel. You also can leave a super thanks if you want to support the channel, see?
Just expanding out the view, and I want to show you the winds as well. turn this and over
So
to
this is the live footage
center of this
right now in Jamaica.
moving in out ahead of it. So you'll know throughout the day, even if we have those comms
Just
times
take
this
a good
morning,
look
big
at
time
Flat
systems
Bridge. You
moving
can
in,
see the water
and
swelling up,
really starts
coming
moving
closer and closer to the road.
the hurricane conditions, and then it moves in overnight. We'll have that on landfall overnight around roughly 5 in the morning, give or take a couple hours. Right
That's
near
halfway through. Seems like it's getting some more rain.
extreme conditions with us. That's what I'm zooming down to. A few question marks.
Yes, look,
not
dark.
with the rain, but with some of the winds in our eastern zone should be a little bit less than what I had a couple days ago, and then a little bit more in our western sections. And then you can see it here, still sitting almost on top of us late in the morning, tomorrow morning, and then just to the north, there's the heavier weather. But then we get the heavier weather late in the day, starting to work into eastern Cuba. Meanwhile, Haiti and the Dominican Republic, as this goes up and around, just bands of rain move in. That's why we saw that life-threatening situation. You can see the bands of rain there. And then by tomorrow night, the landfall, there's Guantanamo Bay moving right in, again, extreme eastern sections of Cuba, and then it's going to lift to the north, watching on Long Island over toward Crooked Island. We'll start to get the rain.
You can see the rain is in Maypen now, and getting a little bit more rain.
Near the Turks and Caicos.
That is in the town of Maypen. You're looking at the scheme right now. Yes, Richie. Yeah, man, the river swell up. So we're taking a close look at the Flat Bridge guards. The wire cover, we call it a wire cover, yeah.
Basically in Jamaica, as we get the rain bands working in today.
So we are taking a close look. This is in downtown. Now it's kind of a little bit windy. Feel like when it storms up, you feel like downtown I will get a heavy hit. And as you can see, Flat Bridge. Very interesting part. Very interesting area to watch, you know. Yeah, man, look at the river, it's swelling up. Slowly but surely. Look at it.
As expected, still the strong tropical storm winds at times in parts of Haiti. It's just been relentless. Kind of started first in the DR and Haiti, and it's still raining. And then we lift to the north here. This is by Wednesday morning, and you see the red shading. That's really the hurricane winds. Very close to the Turks and Caicos, monitoring very carefully. Crooked Island, watching Long Island, just because if this does move to the west a little bit more, could run into Long Island, and then trying to lift into the Atlantic as we get deeper into Wednesday. I want to show you the wide view in just a second. So Jamaica, the worst weather of all of this arrives tonight.
People.
Flooding really starts. Mudslides will be starting in spots today. Again, higher terrain first with the rain and some of the wind that we're going to see.
Try and stay in and keep safe. If your house don't safe, go to a safer place. People, because when this storm drop, whether you believe it or not, there's gonna be loss of life. Understand? This is what happens in times like these. You're gonna have loss of life. You're gonna have lots of damage. This is category 5, people. This is no joke, as you can see. It's coming on. Look at the wind. Look in the park. This is St. William Grand Park. You can see. You can see the tree, the leaf, wind blowing. Yes.
We call it the elephant trick. It helps clear what we call brain rust. According to him, this rust is a sticky plaque that clogs the brain's connections.
This storm is no joke storm, you know. This hurricane is serious, people. No. Look at right now you can push down your hand and touch the water. At Flat Bridge right now, the water is swelling up.
And in 3 days, something changed. I remembered where I left my keys, my glasses.
This is half a tree. This morning, half a tree was more.
And no longer forgot to take my medication. My mind started working.
More activity was going on in half a tree this morning. Now it's look almost like a ghost town right now.
Now, I want you to watch this same video. It's free.
No, few people still moving around.
And I suspect it's because
Yeah,
profits
but
from the sale
not
of
much
ice
activity
cold
going on
drinks,
right now.
right? So be quick and
So
hit
the
the button
storm
now
is here.
before it's ticking down.
It's
If it's still available, watch it until the end.
it's
It
getting
may be
closer and
exactly what
closer to
you
the land.
or someone you love needs.
So right now they're getting more rain. The highland is more soaking up with water. This is gonna be a catastrophe. Can't remember that word then, but this storm gonna do some serious damage. Yeah, man. So people may be gonna stay put. Gather or not gather. Keep safe. Stay out of the rain. Stay out of the hurricane. Stay inside, you know. All these people on the road still selling. What the hell? What's wrong with them? They're still out there trying to tell you what.
And along the southern coast, so please seek your safe spot. It's going to be a long go. It'll be an incredibly long night, we know. Trying to give you the good news as far as the end in sight as we get deeper into tomorrow. But in between now and then, that is when the worst weather's moving in. Record floods, record rain amounts, and of course those extreme winds. Communication cut off. We'll have some isolation of communities. And that is something I'll be trying to spread some of that information and exactly what's going on after the storm as well. Here are the wave heights, and then I'll show you everything going on to the north. Of course, we talked about the surge, which is deadly. If you're in one of those zones where that surge moves in, that's the ocean coming in. You have the waves on top of it. You can see meters here, feet on the right-hand side of your screen. Here's that system coming off the southeast U.S. Right here, so some high seas. This is not related to Melissa. This is Melissa here, and you see those seas that will work in. This here is by Wednesday, the very dangerous seas. Of course, a hurricane's moving into the southeastern Bahamas by the time we get into Wednesday. And then eventually this area will be shooting its way out into the Atlantic. And we'll see just how close this gets to Bermuda down the road. It won't be in the same form as it gets to Bermuda, but it could be a kind of a fast-moving hurricane conditions will be a possibility. Here is that. Now, I wanted to show you why this thing is turning. It's this system here. I mentioned, I think a week ago, you can go back and look at my videos, that these fronts would be key moving by. It is this one here that's going to bring that rain to Bermuda, at least initially, parts of the U.S. as well. This one grabs it, gives it an alleyway to kind of lift and get tied into it, and then a second front here kind of gives it its final kick. So it's these fronts, and that's why the forecast is tricky. In autumn, deep into autumn, we're dealing with all these fronts up here, which we don't have to deal with really in the summertime. It's a little bit easier in the summertime sometimes with the forecast, but you see these fronts kind of pulling it in. As we work our way into Thursday night, that's when it will be close to Bermuda. Some of the models, including the Google DeepMind, have it just off into Bermuda or just off toward the south. We'll see how this all shakes out if this kind of works its way in, and then I'll keep an eye on the Atlantic region of Canada. That is a bit down the road. So again, a hurricane coming to Jamaica. I showed you some of the changes. I'll let you know about some of the uncertainties with some of the winds. We know about the rain. We need to shelter in place. So whatever this does, hopefully, I really hope at times we get some good breaks. Maybe, I don't know what could happen, but maybe it has that eyeball fluctuation right before making landfall. It goes down a little bit. We'll see together at this point, but we have no choice. This is a Category 5 hurricane sitting on our doorstep, and we're starting to see it gain latitude, starting to lift up to the north now. Cayman Islands, it looks like almost all of this will be staying off toward the east.
People right now, it's getting more serious. So I don't know why those people still out there. You understand? Lots of life gonna last in this earth, in this hurricane.
Back through St. Vincent and the Grenadines, rain chance 20, maybe 30%. Isolated passing shower, Martinique.
This is what happened, especially in a hurricane like this. So I'm just praying for everyone to keep safe as possible. If you live somewhere and it's not safe, go to a family or a friend or go to a nearest shelter. Yeah. Cause a whole heap of stuff gonna fly, debris gonna fly, things gonna blow all over the place. And that's when it's get more dangerous, when things start to fly, blow all over the place, zinc, tree, all different type of things. So try and be safe, try and stay out of these obstacles, stay inside. This is not a storm to joke around with, this is a category 5 storm. And whether you believe it or not, you don't want no life to last, but life gonna last in this one. This was a big one. And when normally when things like this happen, you always have loss of life. But we're praying, hoping and praying for everyone right now that facing this situation. Right now, you can't. The whole of Stone Hill, the whole Stone Hill, Jacks Hill, Red Hills, all these areas dark. You can't see nothing. Only thing you can see is everything is in gray right now. Yeah, the nearest part you can see right now is maybe you call up the song. Right now the whole place, the hurricane it's creeping in, it's coming in. It's raining right now. The wind is getting stronger and stronger. You know? So going in from today, going into tonight, that's when the most damage gonna take place.
One spoonful of honey with cinnamon before bed equals 0 memory collapse. The secret, the $1 billion.
Yeah, I get some update in Montego Bay. I heard that in Montego Bay, the rain is just, there's just a little bit of rain.
So today I have the incredible honor, as always.
The rain is just doing on and off. There's nothing much going on, but they still prepare themselves. So that's the update in Montego Bay. Yeah. Right now, most of the action is in Kingston and St. Andrew. And we see some things going on in rain is some rain in Mapen as well. St. Thomas side, I don't know what's going on in St. Thomas side at the moment. But I'm gonna try and get some update of what's going on down there. Yeah. So right now, most of the south side of Jamaica is start feeling a little of the effect. This is just a tiny bit of the effect Kingston is facing right now. And this is in Mapen. You can see that the rain is getting heavier in Mapen. This morning it was kind of a little bit dry, but now you can see that you're getting more rain. So this is Mapen town. This is downtown Parade. People, you know, look good right now, I tell you the truth. Please like up the live, the people, and subscribe to the channel. You don't look good at all, the people. And right now we're watching Flatbridge very close. Because Flatbridge is just like a time bomb, it's there, ready to explode. So that's one of the area they have a high span the most right now, Flatbridge. Yeah. Yeah, man. That is it, Trouble Entertainer. Trouble ENT. That is it, man. Storm is touching down in Jamaica right now. It's touching down. It's coming in on land. And you can already see the effect. But it's still moving slowly. Yeah, it's still moving slowly. But this storm, these hurricane, they seems to love to come in the night, you know. So right now, it's like it's creeping in. So tonight, going into tomorrow morning, according to the weather people, that's when you're gonna see the most. At least Gilbert did come in at the day, in the morning. This one gonna come in the night, so this one gonna even more double time, triple time dangerous. And in the night you can't see nothing, you can't see where to run, you can't see nowhere to run. It's gonna be no light. The whole place gonna be in darkness, so that's gonna be a big problem. Alright, my teacher. Anything you say, rising, yeah man. But you don't know, we Jamaican, we just talk like the old time people, them, so. Anything you say, my teacher, you say rising, yeah, we're gonna use that. Yes, I. Yeah, man, we're there to learn from each other, you know. Yeah. So big up yourself, Richie. Rich Lee, big up yourself. Yeah, man, you was rising, not swelling. That's how you go. And my people, thank you for the support. Keep on subscribe to the channel. Keep on like the video. Yeah, man. That is it. You can also leave a super thanks. Same way. Yeah, and to the people, today is my birthday, so leave a super thanks if you can. Subscribe to the channel. A lot of content is there, you see it. Yeah, man, so this is live coming out of Jamaica right now. Can't get it no live. This is an Afro-Tree live footage of Hurricane Melissa. You understand? And the place is looking nasty right now. Everywhere just look wet. You know. Yeah, man. Right now, Maypen is getting a lot of rain. Right now. People like up the life for me, please. Yeah, man.
Hey, if you're thinking of calling a realtor, watch this first. There's something they won't tell you that could cost.
Now a dangerous Category 5 storm with winds at 160 miles an hour, and it's expected to make a direct strike on Jamaica in just a couple of hours. The streets of Jamaica empty this morning as the island braces for what may be the most powerful storm in its history. Officials are now warning, do not venture out of your safe shelter. CNN meteorologist Chris Warren is tracking Melissa's path. This is a huge storm, but I think one of your biggest concerns is that while the wind speeds are high, it is moving slowly. Give us some sense of what that means.
There's so much going on with this. Yes, there is the wind, which will bring catastrophic damage, but the slow movement of this, the wind's part of that. You don't want 160 mile an hour winds blowing hours on end, but also it's the rainfall. So we look at this and there's a lot to see just with this. That well-formed eye right there, the more symmetrical these storms are, the more dangerous they tend to be. It means they're more organized, they're better organized. So you can think of all of this purple as being very, very heavy rain, tropical rain, and that slow movement means it's going to be several hours of rain. But to the wind, we can look at these numbers, Category 5, Category 4, Category 3, so a major hurricane, 3 and above. And you can think of these numbers as words. 5, catastrophic damage. 5, catastrophic damage. This whole time, the slow movement of this, it's going to be raining very, very hard. 4, still catastrophic damage. 3, devastating. That's the word associated with 3. And then 2, extremely dangerous. This is serious business here for Jamaica. Slow moving storm means rain and rain and rain, hours and hours and hours of rain. And you see the mountain here, the mountains in Jamaica up several thousand feet help get more moisture out of what is already a juiced up environment. And then not until late on Tuesday, so it's raining now in Jamaica, it's going to get even heavier closer to landfall and will continue to rain overnight tonight and into tomorrow. The catastrophe, not just with winds, but the rain, the flooding, the landslides, and on top of all of that, the storm, this strong, Sarah, pushing a lot of seawater into the island as well, up in some cases around 10 feet above normal high tide.
Yeah, we know that it's usually not the wind that is the most deadly, but water. Chris Warren, thank you so much for that update. Joining me now is Jamaica's Minister of Water, Environment, and Climate Change, Matthew Samuda. Thank you so much for being here this morning while you're in, the way of danger. What are the conditions that you've been experiencing now where you are?
Good morning, Sarah. Good morning to the viewers. We've started to experience some rainfalls and some tropical storm force wind gusts certainly in Kingston and St. Andrew, but not sustained winds just yet. The eye of the storm is currently 104 miles just south of Treasure Beach to the southwest of the island. So we are starting to see some storm-like conditions. We've been experiencing a lot of rain over the past few days, and we expect that to intensify rapidly throughout the course of the day. It's a really dangerous storm.
Yeah, we are hearing from meteorologists that there could be up to 40 inches of rain that pounds Jamaica because the storm, while the winds are kicking up so fast, the storm is actually moving slowly. What's your gravest concern? What is it that you are telling residents?
So we're telling them to prepare, and in some low-lying flood-prone areas, we have issued evacuation orders because the storm surge is also particularly dangerous. So it's a very dangerous storm because you have a very high storm surge, a lot of rain, very slow forward movement, and 160 mile an hour winds. Now that speaks to catastrophe.
People like up the life and people.
Landfall. So we are monitoring it very closely. We have shelters right across the length and breadth of the country. Our national bus service is supporting the Jamaica Defence Force and the ODPEM, or Disaster Preparedness Unit, in mobilizing these evacuations and getting people into shelters as best as possible. We're supporting our hospitals as well for emergency response.
Minister, perhaps the worst hurricane to ever hit Jamaica was a Category 4 storm in the 80s. This one is now a Category 5. So many people, there were more than 40 people died in that storm in 88. There were thousands of people who lost their homes. Do you feel that Jamaica is better prepared than in the 80s, even though this is a bigger storm?
So we are better prepared even than last year, where we had felt the impacts of hurricane. We're certainly better prepared than we would have been in the 80s. We have much stronger housing stock. Our infrastructure is vastly improved from the 1980s, so our electricity grid is far more resilient. But when you speak about 160-mile-an-hour winds, we've never tested our new infrastructure in that regard, and we have 70% of our population living within 5 kilometers of the coast. Now, when you're speaking about waves 17 feet high, storm surge that will come inland, and you're speaking about massive flooding, 30 inches, 40 inches of rain simultaneously. There isn't infrastructure that's built, I think, anywhere in the world to navigate that sort of risk. So we do expect that if it does come on shore, we will be facing significant damage.
Are people
Similar to what
heeding
we have gone through in Gilbert.
Are people heeding the warnings so far as you can tell?
I haven't gotten reports of any mass rejection of warnings. There'll always be persons who choose to ride out the storm in their home in the hope of protecting their property. But our words to them would be, heed the warnings. This is serious. It's a devastating storm. Go to the shelters, go to higher ground, because this can be lives. And we are reaching out to all citizens. We're also asking members of the diaspora who have family members who are, rejecting the sort of evacuation orders to speak to their family members and encourage them to follow the guidance.
Yeah, it's a good way to try to get that personal touch to warn them of this extreme danger. Thank you, Minister. We'll be checking in with you throughout this. Thank you so much for taking the time this morning to speak to us about this. Appreciate it.
Northern Westchester County homeowners are spending months fixing and prepping their homes to sell.
So that is what going on with people. Yeah, man.
Well, good Sunday evening, everybody. Meteorologist Hunter Forrest here. Welcome to her. Right now we're tracking Hurricane Melissa, the powerful storm. It's inching towards Jamaica. At this moment, it's a Category 5. That means it's likely to bring life-threatening and catastrophic damage. It is expected to make landfall in Jamaica tonight or early tomorrow. CBS News' Bradley Blackburn is here with me in studio with all the details. Good morning, Bradley.
Errol, good morning. Overnight, the National Hurricane Center paid more attention to this storm, warning again that it is likely to cause life-threatening and catastrophic flash flooding and landslides in parts of Jamaica and southern Hispaniola. Here's a closer look at the storm's track. Forecasters expect Jamaica will see the worst of it tonight. That's when hurricane conditions will reach the island. There are hurricane warnings in place for Jamaica and eastern Cuba, and parts of Haiti are under tropical storm warnings. Now, here's some video shot yesterday in Kingston, Jamaica's capital. You can already see the effects of the storm with strong winds and some decent-sized waves there in the ocean. And this is video from Montego Bay yesterday on the opposite side of the island. People there were boarding up buildings and buying supplies before conditions became any worse. Now, parts of southern Haiti, the southern Dominican Republic, and Jamaica could see up to 30 inches of rain from this storm, and some spots locally could get 40 inches. The last time a major hurricane made landfall on Jamaica, Errol, was back in 1988. That was when Hurricane Gilbert landed as a Cat 3, so this island has not been tested in some time.
Very serious stuff, Bradley. Thank you very much.
Need to turn ideas into real-world solutions? Try Lucid Chart.
Jamaica is bracing as Hurricane Melissa bears down as a now Category 5 storm.
Yeah, Melissa is bringing torrential downpours and catastrophic flooding toward Jamaica and other parts of the Caribbean. The hurricane is expected to move near or over Jamaica early Tuesday and then cross Cuba into the southeastern Bahamas through Wednesday. The storm has already damaged some 200 homes in Dominican Republic and also knocked out water supply systems. So for the latest, we're joined live this morning by Jamaica's Minister of Tourism, Edmund Bartlett. Minister, appreciate the time again. We were just talking a couple of weeks ago about travel to Jamaica. Now, of course, we just heard from Pearson Airport officials in Toronto. Those flights to Montego Bay and Kingston have been canceled, at least for today and maybe tomorrow. Can you talk a bit about, though, the preparations in Jamaica as you prepare for Melissa's arrival?
Thank you very much, Nick and Jennifer. Good morning to Canada. Yes, we are bracing up for perhaps an unprecedented weather event in Jamaica. It is challenging us, but the resilience of the Jamaican people and the capacity that we've shown to deal with disruptions will put us in good stead as we brace ourselves. We are fully prepared in terms of our capacity to deal with this particular weather event. Our hotels are all properly drilled in the correct protocols in relation to enabling the safest possible arrangement during this time. Shelters have been established in the resort areas. Medical and other facilities are at the hotels where the visitors are staying at the moment. We have just about 15,000 visitors on island, and we are aware of where they are, and at the same time we are giving them instructions and guidance as to how to operate during this time. The communication, the disaster communication, as you may call it, crisis communication, is very much intact. We have been providing information on a timely basis so everyone understands the protocols that we have established for their own protection and safety during this time.
Yeah, I understand government officials there set to give an announcement at 11:30 this morning, but this storm is one of the most powerful since Hurricane Gilbert hit Jamaica back in 1988. Forecasters calling for kind of catastrophic landslides. We know there are mountainous regions in Jamaica. What are you telling residents to do if they are there? Is it to shelter in place, or is it to go to some of these hotels that you're talking about?
Well, it's a mix. We have established shelters all across the island for our locals, of course. Several shelters. In almost every developed community, there's a shelter. The encouragement, of course, is to prepare your homes and stay very much at home and find a secure area at home. Where that's not possible, then the shelters are available, and the shelters are provided with basic sleeping equipment as well as food supplies, and it's headed by a shelter manager. So those areas of preparation are definitely there. Transportation arrangements are made. to assist those who aren't able to move around freely to enable them to attend these centers. The security arrangements are very much there. Our security forces are intact. Our fire services are all intact and ready to offer the support that is needed during this very difficult time that we anticipate.
And Minister, when you and I were talking last month about, travel to Jamaica, obviously one of the largest industries is in fact tourism. If this, if hotels have to close down or repair, etc., what kind of a hit to the economy is that storms like this can really, wipe out a portion of the tourism season?
Nick, God forbid that the worst hits us. If it does, the tourism that represents some 30%, direct and indirect of your GDP, will definitely get a serious hit, and the economy likewise. The jobs would be at risk. Some level of furlough will ensue. But the resilience of tourism is what we rely on, and our own capacity to build back fast and recover quickly and thrive. These are the touch points of resilience. Unfortunately for us, we spend a lot of time on that. We've established, as you know, the first and only global tourism resilience and crisis management center, which is an institutional support mechanism to enable us to build that capacity to mitigate, manage, recover quickly, and to thrive.
Well, best of luck, Minister.
Yeah, we have a huge Jamaican population here in Toronto, and we are hoping for everyone here and there, for their families and friends to be safe. Hurricane Melissa set to make landfall early Tuesday morning in Jamaica. That is Jamaica's Minister of Tourism, Edmund Bartlett. Thank you so much, sir, and stay safe.
Thank you, Jennifer and Nick. And just to say to our Canadian brothers and sisters, thank you for your support and your prayers. And of course, we are here, and the best way to keep supporting us is to visit us after it's over.
Yeah.
I hear you there, Minister. Okay, appreciate the time again this morning. Best of luck. Good luck.
Wireless tail lights for a trailer? Didn't nobody tell.
news. Hurricane Melissa is now a dangerous Category 5 storm with winds at 160 miles an hour, and it's expected to make a direct strike on Jamaica in just a couple of hours. The streets of Jamaica empty this morning as the island braces for what may be the most powerful storm in its history. Officials are now warning, do not venture out of your safe shelter. CNN meteorologist Chris Warren is tracking Melissa's path. This is a huge storm, but I think one of your biggest concerns is that while the wind speeds are high, it is moving slowly. Give us some sense of what that means.
There's so much going on with this. Yes, there is the wind, which will bring catastrophic damage, but the slow movement of this, the wind's part of that. You don't want 160 mile an hour winds blowing hours on end, but also it's the rainfall. So we look at this and there's a lot to see just with this. That well-formed eye right there, the more symmetrical these storms are, the more dangerous they tend to be. It means they're more organized, they're better organized. So you can think of all of this purple as being very, very heavy rain, tropical rain, and that slow movement means it's going to be several hours of rain. But to the wind, we can look at these numbers, Category 5, Category 4, Category 3, so a major hurricane, 3 and above. And you can think of these numbers as words. 5, catastrophic damage. 5, catastrophic damage. This whole time, the slow movement of this, it's going to be raining very, very hard. 4, still catastrophic damage. 3, devastating. That's the word associated with 3. And then 2, extremely dangerous. This is serious business here for Jamaica. Slow-moving storm means rain and rain and rain. Hours and hours and hours of rain. And you see the mountain here. The mountains in Jamaica, up several thousand feet, help get more moisture out of what is already a juiced-up environment. And then, not until late on Tuesday, so it's raining now in Jamaica. It's going to get even heavier closer to landfall and will continue to rain overnight tonight and into tomorrow. The catastrophe, not just with winds, but the rain, the flooding, the landslides. And on top of all of that, the storm, this strong, Sarah, pushing a lot of seawater into the island as well, up in some cases around 10 feet above normal high tide.
Yeah, we know that it's usually not the wind that is the most deadly, but water. Chris Warren, thank you so much for that update. Joining me now is Jamaica's Minister of Water, Environment and Climate Change, Matthew Samuda. Thank you so much for being here this morning while you're in, the way of danger. What are the conditions that you've been experiencing now where you are?
Good morning, Sarah, and good morning to the viewers. We've started to experience some rain squalls and some tropical storm force wind gusts, certainly in Kingston and St. Andrew, but not sustained winds just yet. The eye of the storm is currently 104 miles just south of Treasure Beach to the southwest of the island. So we are starting to see some storm-like conditions. We've been experiencing a lot of rain over the past few days, and we expect that to intensify rapidly throughout the course of the day. It's a really dangerous storm.
Yeah, we're hearing from meteorologists that there could be up to 40 inches of rain that pounds Jamaica because the storm, while the winds are kicking up so fast, the storm is actually moving slowly. What's your gravest concern? What is it that you are telling residents?
So we're telling them to prepare. And in some low-lying flood-prone areas, we have issued evacuation orders because the storm surge is also particularly dangerous. So it's a very dangerous storm because you have a very high storm surge, a lot of rain, very slow forward movement, and 160 mile an hour winds. Now that speaks to catastrophe if it does indeed make landfall. Now we are monitoring it very closely. We have opened up over 800 shelters right across the length and breadth of the country. Our national bus service is supporting the Jamaica Defense Force and the ODPEM, or Disaster Preparedness Unit, in mobilizing these evacuations and getting people into shelters as best as possible. We're supporting our hospitals as well for emergency response.
Minister, perhaps the worst hurricane to ever hit Jamaica was a Category 4 storm in the 80s. This one is now a Category 5. So many people, there were more than 40 people died in that storm in 88. There were thousands of people who lost their homes. Do you feel that Jamaica is better prepared than in the 80s, even though this is a bigger storm?
So we are better prepared even than last year where we had felt the impacts of Hurricane Barrett. We're certainly better prepared than we would have been in the 80s. We have much stronger housing stock. Our infrastructure is vastly from the 1980s, so electricity grid is far more resilient. But when you speak about 160-mile-an-hour winds, we've never tested our new infrastructure in that regard, and we have 70% of our population living within 5 kilometers of the coast. Now, when you're speaking about waves 17 feet high, storm surge that will come inland, you're speaking about massive flooding, 30 inches, 40 inches of rain simultaneously. There isn't infrastructure that's built, I think, anywhere in the world to navigate that sort of risk. So we do expect that if it does come on shore, we will be facing significant damage.
Are people
Similar to what
heeding
we have gone through in Gilbert.
Are people heeding the warnings so far as you can tell?
I haven't gotten reports of any mass rejection of warnings. There'll always be persons who choose to ride out the storm in their home in the hope of protecting their property. But our words to them would be, heed the warnings. This is serious. It's a devastating storm. Go to the shelters, go to higher ground, because this can ruin lives. And we are reaching out to all citizens. We're also asking members of the diaspora who have family members who are, rejecting the sort of evacuation orders to speak to their family members and encourage them to follow the guidance.
Yeah, it's a good way to try to get that personal touch to warn them of this extreme danger. Thank you, Minister. We'll be checking in with you throughout this. Thank you so much for taking the time this morning to speak to us about this. Appreciate it.
This is how to tell if your olive oil is fake.
Number 3, canola oil. If you can find organic canola oil, then it's actually a very good oil. The problem with canola oil is most canola oil in the United States is genetically modified and is sprayed with glyphosate. Number 2, coconut oil. Coconut oil has a very high smoke point. So yes, you can absolutely use it. Unfortunately, coconut oil has only about 1/10 of the polyphenols of olive oil. Crisco was actually developed as a candle wax replacement. Crisco is an abbreviation for crystallized cottonseed oil. Cottonseed was never used on food before. In fact, it was an industrial solvent, among other things. During World War II, Procter & Gamble realized that you could put food coloring and tell people it was just like butter. They gave generous grants to the American Heart Association for promoting Crisco as a heart-healthy alternative to butter and lard. So, believe it or not, the best oil for cooking is olive oil. But not all olive oils are created equal. Have some olive oil before your bed, and your sleeping partner will love you for it.
Somebody told me olive oil could be used as shaving cream.
Shaving cream? Yep. Swap out that spray can and slather on some olive oil instead. It can actually be really useful for moisturizing your skin and helping it look bright and fresh.
Someone commented, does olive oil actually help prevent snoring?
Snoring? Fact. It turns out that olive oil lubricates your respiratory passages so that vibration doesn't happen.
Can it help with my teeth?
Whiter looking teeth? Yes. Extra virgin olive oil can help contribute to the look of whiter teeth because it can bind to plaque and tartar and then help remove debris. But before you pull that bottle from the kitchen, there are 3 important things about store-bought olive oil that you should know.
So the other day I saw this video by this famous heart surgeon saying how incredible olive oil is for you. So I just turned 40 and I made a promise to my wife to be healthier. So I said, a spoonful of olive oil a day, this I can do. It's been a month since I started and I literally feel no different. I still have the joint discomfort, the brain fog, and the dad bod. What gives?
We are watching Hurricane Melissa as she becomes a powerful Category 5 hurricane with winds now at 160 miles per hour. Continuing to move off to the south of Jamaica before making that turn and impacting the island nation on Tuesday. We have the latest information as of 5 a.m. this morning. Let's bring it to you right now. As we see Melissa here on our satellite imagery,
size and breadth over the last 24 hours. Here on our infrared imagery, we see those cold cloud tops here with those darker colors, and we see that clear eye. There was a little bit of a moat forming around the eye wall yesterday, so we thought we might have seen an eye wall replacement cycle, but that moat quickly dissipated and that eye wall tightened up, a sign that this storm is strong, it's healthy, and it will only intensify. As we went from Sunday afternoon winds of 140 miles per hour, now up to 160 miles per hour, and we could see even stronger intensification with this storm during our day. The National Hurricane Center now has, again, those winds at 160 miles per hour. Movement is to the west at 3 miles per hour as of the 5 a.m. advisory. Is expected to continue to be a major hurricane as it impacts the southern coast of Jamaica early on our Tuesday morning. Still a major hurricane as it exits the northern coast Tuesday afternoon and then impacts southeast Cuba early on our Wednesday morning. Still maintaining its hurricane strength. We've now seen hurricane watches issued throughout the Bahamas, the Turks and Caicos, and as it makes its way toward Bermuda late in the week, we do expect it to be still a strong hurricane, but it will rapidly accelerate away from the United States thanks to a trough that will be moving through the southeast today, and then another one later in the week. It will race off into the North Atlantic. Our intensity map here is very consistent. I will tell you that Melissa has maintained intensity toward the top of the ranges throughout her life cycle over the last 24 to 36 hours. So we would expect a Category 5 storm to continue through Tuesday morning, which, if that is the case, that will pose devastating impacts to the island of Jamaica. Right now, winds are at 160 miles per hour, maintaining that or even slightly increasing them to 165 or 170 miles per hour as the storm makes landfall early Tuesday morning. It's going to produce high storm surge several feet along the southern coast of Jamaica. We're going to have those strong winds. As we get into those mountainous areas, those winds are going to tunnel. They're going to funnel together, which is only going to make them feel stronger. And we can have isolated gusts of well over 170 to 180 miles per hour as it hits landfall. This is unprecedented. This is historic. I cannot reiterate now. If you are in your safe shelter, please stay there. Please do not try to venture out as we get into Monday afternoon or later. It is simply not worth it. You're basically putting your own life at risk. Even if it does dip from a Category 5, it will be a strong Category 4 without any doubt. So let's look at the HAS-A model. This is initializing very well with the current pressure from the latest recon mission of the Hurricane Hunter, about 942 millibars. It will continue in that western pattern during our day Monday. As we get toward the evening, it's going to start to make that turn towards the northwest and west. But look, it's deepening still, 919, 960. As it approaches early Tuesday morning, about 915 to 920 millibar low. The storm is expected to hit anywhere between 5 a.m. and 9 a.m. It will then impact southeast Cuba Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning, and then it will continue on its northeasterly track through the Bahamas during our day on our Wednesday. Looking here at the H-Worm model, not as intense initialization, so this one is underplaying Melissa's strength, and it is taking the storm a little bit further to the west, but it does deepen the low. It does deepen the storm by about 15 to 20 millibars, similar to the HAS-A. It just has a different starting point, and it takes it a slightly different track, impacting the far western end of Jamaica as a
Transport Center in Africa in the clean, no bus.